power, presence, and the lost throne of God, the Ark of the Covenant, is one of the greatest mysteries in human history. It is more than a golden chest described in the Bible. It is said to be the throne of God on earth, a container of divine power, a weapon, and a bridge between heaven and earth. Yet, it vanished thousands of years ago. And since then, kings, priests, warriors, and treasure hunters have searched for it endlessly. But what if the Ark story is far bigger than we imagine? What if it was not only a religious relic, but an object that connected mankind with the supernatural? An object so powerful, it could shape the destiny of nations. The birth of the Ark. The story begins in the wilderness, at Mount Sinai. After the Israelites escaped Egypt, Moses ascended the mountain and received not just the Ten Commandments, but also detailed instructions for something extraordinary. A chest, overlaid with pure gold, carried on poles so no hand could touch it, and topped with a golden cover called the mercy seat. On that cover stood two angels, cherubim, their wings outstretched, facing one another. And God said to Moses, "There I will meet with you, from between the wings of the cherubim." This was not symbolism. The Ark was designed as a throne, the throne of the invisible God. The power of the Ark, wherever the Ark went, it brought miracles, but also destruction. Crossing the Jordan River, when the priests stepped into the waters carrying the Ark, the river stopped flowing, allowing the Israelites to cross on dry ground. The Battle of Jericho, when the Ark was carried around the city walls for 7 days, the walls crumbled into dust. Plagues among the Philistines, when enemies captured the Ark and placed it in their temple, their idol god Dagon fell and shattered. Entire cities were struck with plagues until they returned it. The Ark was not just a symbol. It radiated power, power that could not be explained. Some scholars today even suggest it may have been more than a religious relic. Could it have been an ancient energy source, an object built with advanced knowledge given by God, or perhaps even something beyond this world? The dangerous glory. But the Ark was also deadly. One man named Uzzah touched it accidentally when it began to fall from a cart, and he was struck dead instantly. Even the priests had to follow strict rituals of purity before approaching it. The Ark was dangerous to the unworthy because it was said to carry the raw presence of God. This dual nature, both protection and destruction, gave the Ark its aura of mystery. To some, it was God's gift. To others, it was a terrifying weapon. What was inside? According to the Bible, the Ark contained 3 sacred items: the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, written by the very finger of God; Aaron's rod, which miraculously budded as a sign of divine authority; a pot of manna, the heavenly bread that sustained Israel in the wilderness. These objects symbolized covenant, leadership, and provision. Yet, many traditions suggest the Ark was more than a container. It was a portal, a gateway, where heaven touched earth. The disappearance then, the mystery deepens. The Ark, which dominated Israel's history, suddenly disappears from record. The Bible mentions it up until the reign of King Josiah. After that, silence. When Babylon invaded Jerusalem and destroyed the temple in 586 BC, there is no mention of the Ark among the treasures carried away. It simply vanishes. Theories of the lost Ark, where did it go? The theories are endless. Hidden under the Temple Mount, some believe the priests hid it in secret tunnels before the Babylonians arrived. Even today, rumors swirl that it lies beneath Jerusalem, in chambers yet undiscovered. Taken to Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church claims to have the Ark in the city of Aksum. A single guardian priest is said to watch over it for life, never leaving the chapel where it is kept. No outsider has ever been allowed to verify. Mount Nebo in Jordan. Ancient writings claim the prophet Jeremiah hid the Ark in a cave near Mount Nebo, the very mountain where Moses viewed the Promised Land. Taken to heaven. The most mystical theory of all comes from Revelation 11 verse 19, which says the Ark of the Covenant was seen in the heavenly temple. Could it be that the Ark was lifted from earth into heaven itself? Mystical and ancient theories. Some researchers go further, suggesting the Ark may have had advanced technology. Its design, gold over wood, carried with poles, reminds some of an energy capacitor. Could the Ark have been something more than religious symbolism, something built with divine or extraterrestrial knowledge? The Bible describes it as radiating glory, striking men dead, and toppling cities. Could it have emitted some form of unknown energy? Was it, perhaps, a heavenly device entrusted to Israel? Some ancient alien theorists even claim the Ark was not just a chest but a communication device between mankind and the gods. The Ark in later legends, the Ark did not vanish from human imagination. Throughout the Middle Ages, knights, kings, and even secret societies searched for it. Some linked it to the Holy Grail. Others said it gave divine right to rule. The legend even inspired modern treasure hunters and archaeologists. The Ark is not just a relic, it is an obsession. What if it were found? If the Ark of the Covenant were found today, what would happen? Would it be displayed in a museum as a priceless artifact? Or would it unleash the same dangerous power recorded in the Bible? Would it heal nations or bring chaos? Could humanity even handle such a force today? The eternal mystery in the end, the Ark of the Covenant is more than a lost treasure. It is a story of faith, of mystery, and of the terrifying closeness of God's presence. Whether it lies buried in a hidden chamber, rests in Ethiopia, or was taken up to heaven, the Ark still calls out to us, reminding us of a time when heaven and earth met. And maybe that is the real lesson of the Ark. Some mysteries are hidden not to frustrate us, but to remind us of the holiness, power, and presence of the divine. The Ark may be lost, but its mystery endures forever.